the basics. Without it, you make it. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't. That's a fallacy. I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes and see destruction and demise, corruption in the skies from this enterprise. Now I'm sucked into your lives through rust, so not as muscles, but percussion to provide with me as a guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eye. You perceive with your mind, that's the end. So I'ma stick around with Russ and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes. Remember what the thought is. I brought all this so you can survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought was dead. No squealing, remember that it's all in your head.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future.
She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a freak, that's my type. 10 out of 10, yeah, that's my. Keep it like tick-tock like this. I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I get move your waist and wine like this. Face car valid and our body come perfect. I could be patient if it's worth it. If you want a Birkin, then earn it. Miss, we can make fire like furnace. You pull up on me in a night with a purpose. And your eye contact is flirting. You got.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Taking a look at some numbers here for Peyton Pritchard.
Over the past 10 games, his effective field goal percentage has really taken a tumble. In layman's terms, his offense just isn't as well-rounded as it could be right now.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for Boston, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Good job by Tatum to exploit the space just outside the arc.
Got a piece of it. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Now here's SGA, defended by Hauser. From deep, SGA. That doesn't go either for SGA. Boston on offense. It's a three-point game. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Boston shooting their first foul shot of the night. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He is either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 22 in the win against Philadelphia.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Tatum. That's short off the rim. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And it's Holmgren missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Tatum passes to Brown. Here's Queta. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum from long range knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 6.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
Holmgren outside. It's stolen by Tatum. And Brown, the bucket on the assist by White. He's got 5.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's SGA. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
There's Tatum with the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder trail by 7. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Gilgeous-Alexander, basket counts.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
Here's Holmgren. The rebound, Celtics. Inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful, you're trying to stop that.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. SGA with it. Now guarded by White. The 3 from Holmgren. Can't hit that one. It's tipped. White with it. Still no points. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back after this word. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's Holmgren. A 17-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And can we talk about the best part? His defense. His shot blocking was simply on another level in that one.
And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss. Boston
leading by 7. White on the wing. SGA covering. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voiced an early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it.
Brown! Oh, my goodness!
Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 on the clock. Hauser can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Brown. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And SGA throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Kick out to Brown. White on the wing. Pass to Brown. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Holmgren on the attack. Back to Dort. Outside, Williams. Now here's Hartenstein. 4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 4 rebounds now. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by SGA. SGA takes it himself, and that one good. 14 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Down low. Back to Tatum. He's still feeling it. Boston again missing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Brown. Brown downhill, and the jam by Brown.
Hey, he's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. And here's SGA outside. And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And that game against the Hawks, they'll have the advantage coming in. But it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game last time... And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Thunder. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Holmgren. Tatum against Holmgren. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece. His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on it.
To the inside, here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Celtics lead by 9. Tatum draws the double. Outside White. Off target from three-point range. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for OKC. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Tatum. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Driving inside. The kick out to Williams. 1:41 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's just a 4-point Boston lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
On the wing, Tatum. Lets it fly. That won't go either for Tatum. SGA with it, picked up by Tatum. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
Here's Brown, and then jabbed down as he goes right over Chet Holmgren.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's Williams. Tatum against Holmgren. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3, and it's Holmgren missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hauser can't get it to go. Pass to Williams. The 3. Boston pulls it in. Kate has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gets it off. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It doesn't matter what the defense does inside. Gilgeous-Alexander was determined to get through.
Pass to White. Hauser outside. Back to White. Shoots over Hartenstein. White can't hit. Thunder trail by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by White. On the break. From the wing. Tatum can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Outside Holmgren. White with the steal. Here's the pass to Brown. From deep. Oh, it doesn't go. Thunder trail by 7. SGA drives in. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Brown. Oh, the putback is no good. Williams in the post. Oh, it's off. Celtics lead by 5. And stolen by Holmgren. Oh, they get a hand on it. SGA with it. Picked up by Tatum. Holmgren drives in. Oh, he misses the layup. For Boston, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. In the corner, Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Williams. And no hesitation on the jam. In transition.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver. You see why he's one of the guys they want at the line in these situations.
White looking it over. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
White with the steal. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Brown fires! Oh, off target from downtown. SGA with it, guarded by Hauser. Oh, he cannot hit. Outside, Brown. The 3 ball is down.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
White with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. 27 seconds left in the 4th. Oh, big finish! Wow!
Okay, I see you.
Oh, wow! Hammers down the reverse.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Jaylen Brown. Oh, it misses.
Here we are, Jim. A battle with 2 of the best defensive teams in the NBA. What's the key tonight? Well, I think any...
Sir Lucius got Gator belts and Patty Melts and Monte Carlos and Eldorados. I'm waking up out of my slumber feeling like Rollo. So follow, it's showtime at the Apollo minus the Kiki Shepherds. With about a the leopard Prince, Teddy, Pendergrass, cooler than Freddie Jackson, sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm in the dorm room at the AU. Athletes might cake you, but you must have been mistaken with them statements that you make, civilians on display. My bongo hooked it up. Oh my god, dip my rim today so can ride out to the honeycomb hide out. I'm gonna show you how to wild out like Jack Tripper. Let me be YKK on your zipper. Like a lizard when I'm 6 million ways to like Noah's. I get twos of views and you get pretty. But I call you from 80s. I know you'll be there for me, girl.
Huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your mind. They say you're in need of inviting me to that. I love who you are, love who you ain't. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and double time, the boy next door. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I gotta want your compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I gotta want your compatible, created in the attic.
Run through the finish line. Of the season, Grant, there must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
And the Oklahoma City starting five. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Boy, the rise and fire off the bounce by Gilgeous-Alexander. With that length and release point, good luck guarding it.
Vassell against SGA. Takes a 3. Vassell can't get it to go. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
And how about the Thunder? Doris last season bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Now here's Wembanyama. Last game, 26 points for him.
You have to be careful if Chet Holmgren's around defensively. This guy, such a good shot blocker.
From downtown, the rebound by the Spurs. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following that last three-pointer by San Antonio. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Tell you, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done inside, so crafty with his footwork and ability to get shots.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out. This guy's game is big time.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Champagnie shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
It's stolen by SGA. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. And it's Holmgren missing. SGA against Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Here's SGA. Misses from close range. He's off on that one. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
Dort outside. Right side, SGA. 5 to shoot. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Fox, here we go. And Fox powers it home.
Showing off the major hops. Wow. Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Outside, SGA with the 10-footer. Here's Holmgren. A 17-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And we can't forget his dominance on defense, guys. His shot blocking altered the entire game.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Fox goes in. Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called Supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Fox feeling it out a bit to the middle. Dort with a steal. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going.
What a move! Wembanyama!
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And that one's good. SGA.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Here's Fox. Shoots over SGA. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball.
It just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fox goes in. Here's Wembanyama. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. And Hartenstein slams it in.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And he can't jam it through. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Good if it goes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
I'm here with Mark Daigneault. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You know, right now for the Thunder, they've been phenomenal.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And now let's check in to see how Devin Vassell's doing.
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for San Antonio. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's so important for a team to stay healthy down the stretch, so this is not when he wants to be dealing with this. The good news, he is cleared to play through it. Back over to you.
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
They're just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Castle and Johnson are on the wings. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Fox in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good. Okay, might be young, but that's a grown man finish from Mr. Holmgren. Right on the defense.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy's 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
Here's SGA. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP, how did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Wembanyama down low. He's against Hartenstein. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Shai with a step. Williams from long range. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Thunder lead by 12.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And here's Fox. 16 points for him. Barnes, no good. SGA passes to Dort. And slammed it home. And a foul! A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Stephon Castle. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
The three from Barnes. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
And it's Fox missing. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. That's good from SGA. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Pass to Williams. Now here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And so it's Oklahoma City feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Spurs trail by 18. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot.
One of the great strengths in SGA's game, the ability to maintain control and finish through contact.
Fox the pass to Johnson. Back to Fox from deep 3-point range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard. B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to Castle. Lets the 3 fly. San Antonio again can't hit. Thunder leading by 22. Oh, Fox with a steal. Wembanyama against Williams. It's blocked.
Man, tough defense from Isaiah Hartenstein. He's not having it at the rim.
Holmgren. Rebound by San Antonio. Now Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. The open shot by Barnes. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the 3-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, B.A. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
Puts up a 3. Wembanyama, no good. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. A minute 20 left to play in the 4th quarter. It's not going to go for him.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Thunder.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the...
Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And it's SGA missing.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Hauser misses.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Brown after the miss from Chet Holmgren. Brown against Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hauser. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Out to White. Holmgren against Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum can be pretty slick with his dribble moves, putting the defense off balance.
SGA against White. Hartenstein inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The Thunder with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
1:24 left here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Now we'll hear from Allie Laporte, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Okay, Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Kevin, back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Now here's White. He had 15 points last outing. Clock at 6. And here's Tatum for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control, they never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
SGA's shot is good.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 11. Puts the move on. Nice move. And it's good on the layup. Tatum's got 13 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
White against SGA. Can't connect from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Boston on top. They're up by 9. And we'll be back with you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. That bucket in no time. Time at all. Hauser's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Now, here's Brown. Brown on the move. Brown jams it in.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Williams' shot is off.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Tatum kicks to White. It's Brown on the wing. Tatum wide open, he fires one. His 3-pointers off the mark. Thunder trailing by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 13. Tatum draws the double. It's White on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball. White's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And so it's Boston with it. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Lou George. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren.
Celtics
Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Second, the Thunder. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
Both teams really well served to be very aggressive attacking the rim because of how well they shoot the ball at the free throw line. 3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Tatum down low. He's against Williams, and he can't jam it through. Dort passes to Williams. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Brown with it. Now SGA defending.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
Here's SGA. Dort passes to SGA. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And here's Tatum for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 16.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And stolen by White. On the wing, Brown. Gets it off. And so it's Boston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back right after this.
We continue to see growth in Tatum's game. He's dedicated to continual improvement. Because of how hard he grinds, he's able to put the...
And looking ahead tonight, here are the upcoming games we're looking. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Celtics leading by 16. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3.
And you have to know that's coming from Gilgeous-Alexander. He is not shy beyond the arc.
Tatum draws the double. Upside, Brown. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. On the wing, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Emphatic finish by Tatum. Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
SGA kicks to Dort. On the wing, Williams. Holmgren outside. It's deflected. Oh, Tatum in position. No good that time.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys?
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, You can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
SGA passes to Hartenstein, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. SGA against White. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. White against SGA. White looking around. Right side Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Brown outside. From outside the arc, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. At one point, they led by 16 to the right side. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Three-pointer. Tatum from 3.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
And the basket by SGA.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep...
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 12. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Hartenstein is out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
SGA against White. Using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
Whoa! Whoa, the reverse! Wow, what a slam. Tatum not messing around right there.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
It's stolen by Hartenstein. Outside, SGA. The second chance shot is good.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Hauser, defended by Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one misses. The Celtics making a switch here. Richards checked in. Good on the second free throw. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Pritchard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. For three, Hartenstein with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Celtics.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It will go down as their 48th win.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a three-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Peyton Pritchard. SGA pulls it down. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 10-point game. Tatum with it. Puts up a three. Can't get it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the...
Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Marcus Smart out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Wembanyama. Double on Wembanyama. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
What a luxury having Wembanyama on your team. I mean, he can create anything out of nothing.
The shot by James, no good. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with the victory.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting.
you know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Wembanyama, no good.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Fox against Doncic. On the wing, Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Here's Doncic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set that foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, we can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. That hopefully becomes part of your identity. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
Now here's Fox. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team.
And that one's good. James.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Lets a floater go. Tries again. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic, no good. Doncic against Wembanyama. On the wing, Vassell. Fires from deep. No good on the shot. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie at the power forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Wembanyama. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami.
What about all of his blocks? I mean, he intimidated shooters all game long.
The Lakers in the lead. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve. Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
The shot from the low post is good. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Ayton inside. Wembanyama on it. Smart passes to James.
What you say?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Come on now.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And San Antonio getting another bucket right there. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years. But truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Now here's Castle. No points yet. Stolen by Ayton. LeBron, attack mode, and it's James with the jam.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
Wembanyama, pass to Fox. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Fox. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Look at Doncic making himself at home.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Wembanyama against Ayton. Outside Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
Down low. Oh, sweet move. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
James, count that one. James has got 15 points. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
When I look at San Antonio, they're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. All right, now let's talk about our game, San Antonio in a competitive contest.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense. Paging the defense, paging the defense.
That was pretty good, Shaq. You might have a future in retail.
Shaq, to register 4, please.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
On the court for the Lakers, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. James is out there with Marcus Smart, and it's Ayton in at the center position, filling out the middle. Now here's Wembanyama. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's James. Ooh, that's easy work for LeBron inside.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. LeBron wants his respect. He says the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Guys, back to you.
He's earned it. Allie, thank you. Now here's Fox. Castle, right side. Shot clock at 6. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayden's got his 6th rebound on the night. James passes to Ayton. Back to James. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Over Wembanyama. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Warriors, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Graham?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half, and De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So it's the Lakers now. Doncic passes to Reeves. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Fox for 3. Boom! Fox with a triple.
Gotta respect the jumper of Fox now. Form is solid, and he's a lefty, which always makes a guy dangerous.
Ayton against Wembanyama. Double on Wembanyama. Vassell passes to Champagnie. Back to Vassell. Over Smart. Vassell's shot is good. And it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him, too.
Doncic against Fox. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Wembanyama. Over James. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Both free throws good from James. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama cuts in, and the dunk by Wembanyama.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. San Antonio on top, up by 5. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. Lakers trail by 5. James passes to Ayton. Smart for 3. A rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Vassell finds Wembanyama. Goes up. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's James. Good D. Better O from LeBron.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Spurs shooting is around 55% so far. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Double on Wembanyama. Oh, he jammed it!
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama double-teamed. Vassell. Rebounded by Ayton.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time.
I mean, just hard on that one, B.A.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Reed. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Doncic throws it down.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Doncic against Fox. Beyond the arc. Reeves there for the rebound. And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Here's Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. To take the lead. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Doncic puts the move on, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
For three, it's gone from beyond the arc.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Now here's Doncic. Here's Doncic on the drive. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
You know, I don't care how close you are to the cup. If Wemby is lurking, you got to do something else.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Fox penetrating. It falls!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now Wembanyama. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
Obviously, the three would tie it. They have to make one extra pass to get a better shot. I think they might have a chance, just enough time to do that.
Looking to even the score with a huge three.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Ayton is out there with James. And it's Smart in at the 3 slot.
Through the defender, Ayton, he's going to get his.
Here's Wembanyama. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And here is Los Angeles now. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by San Antonio. And that one is good.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Miami Heat.
Like, at this point in time, like, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Now, here's Fox. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Doncic with it. Guarded by Fox. Ayton trying to break free. And a missed layup. Here's Wembanyama. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Wembanyama has got 9 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
I wouldn't want to be that rim. Goodness, Ayton knows how to attack something with force.
Now, here's Fox. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hayes is checked in. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Fox after Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Champagnie. Misses the three. Lakers leading by 3. Here's LeBron. Missed inside. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Doncic, here we go.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
We talk about his quickness, but De'Aaron Fox has bounce. He will throw it down on you in a second.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Pass to Vassell. Off target with his 3. 1 second left. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Lakers ahead, leading by 3. And the second quarter will get on. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the 4th. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. They double-team Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Lakers leading. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
And he's good on the second. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania. There's some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves. And I love the footwork Ayton possesses. It's what makes him so dangerous close to the rim.
Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Shoots over Doncic. Vassell, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The shot's good from Hayes.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Wembanyama off the bounce. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, Victor Wembanyama, a thunderous finish there.
Here's Doncic. And The rejection by Wembanyama. And that's it. Here we go.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide. Back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. Poke loose. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Lakers leading by 5. James in the post. Covered by Vassell. And James gets it to go.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Fox against Doncic. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Hayes. Over in the corner, Doncic fires the 3. He's off on that one. That'll do it for the first half. Lakers lead by 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, folks, welcome.
They're teaching a course on the interior, Shaq, the philosopher of the big Aristotle.
Yeah, pounded in there.
And now and that about wraps it up.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. Reeves in its shooting guard. James is the small forward. He's out there with Ayton. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Reeves outside. Pass to Ayton. James outside. LeBron flashes inside. No good on that one. Spurs trail by 3. Back to Wembanyama. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
LeBron going to work inside.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the ring.
Fox is double. Wembanyama down low. Ayton's there. Count it. Good. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Well, the skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Outside Fox. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And they double up Doncic. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Fox inside the line. So the wing on the left. Back to Wembanyama. Tipped away. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Reeves outside. LeBron kicks to Doncic. They get the rebound. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Down low, Vassell. Pass to Champagny. The wide open look here for Fox. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
You should not be falling for a pump fake from LeBron.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
27 seconds left in the third. Fox against Doncic. Castle on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Fox. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Whoa! How about that slam?
Whoa! And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp, brought to you by AT&T.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now Vassell. Outside, Fox. Now Castle. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. A 2-point game. James. Oh, softly lays it in. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Wembanyama. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside, Fox. Here's Vassell. Outside, Fox. And the 3 misses.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Outside, Vassell. There's the pick. Here he goes. Cleared away by Ayton. Lakers leading by 6. with the rebound.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Fires away from outside. That one misses. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Count it.
I'm not sure how defenders are supposed to guard Wembanyama without making contact.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his third foul of the game. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And they double up Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Whoa! Strong finish by Doncic.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Reeves. Count it!
Austin Reeves. Assisted by...
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Doncic. Strong move off the glass. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.